Good morning.
Hey, it's Andrea. I have Dave for you.
Okay, perfect, Andrea. Thank you.
Is this Shmonty?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. I'll put him through. And you're taping, right?
Yes, we are recording.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
You're on with Dave. Dave, they are taping with you in Tucson.
Okay.
So, Dave Foley, please feel free to swear. We'll edit it all out.
Okay. Fuckity fuck. There we go.
Perfect. So, Dave, first of all, thank you for calling in today and taking the time to talk with us.
Well, thank you.
And you play Pat on Dr. Ken Friday nights on ABC. What is Ken like to work with? Because when we interviewed him last week, he just seems like genuinely the nicest guy.
That is the image he likes to portray. Totally false. Horrible man. Mean to children and animals.
He pops balloons. He steals candy.
Yes. And oddly enough, off camera, he has a really long, snidely whiplash mustache.
Which he just uses makeup to cover when he films. Okay. All right.
Yeah, why he won't shave it? He just refuses to do anything nice. That's the problem. No, Ken is exactly what you think he is when you talk to him. He's like sweet, he's so much nicer than his comic persona. You know, he's like always worried about people's feelings, and he's very kind and thoughtful.
I was reading Joel McHale and Danny Pudi are on this week. Did it turn into like a community club on the set? Were you included in that?
No, but I was very specifically excluded, so that made me feel good.
So they knew, they viewed you as a threat.
Yeah. No, it was really great having them on there. You know, it's like you get the feeling there's a lot of affection between all the folks from that show.
Now, when you work on a show, and you've worked on, just tons of awesome comedies, and you've got the Kids in the Hall legendary, do people try to impress you? Do you, when you're acting, you're working with someone, do you feel like, are you trying to get me to give you the nod? Do people try to impress Dave Foley?
It's hard for me to say. I guess sometimes, I don't usually know at first. It's usually like after like when someone's come on for the show, and at the end of the day, then they'll still go, oh, by the way, I'm a big fan. And, but, it's hard because I don't really, it's not like I'm wandering around going, hello, I'm wearing my legacy today. But I think, I forget that I've been around a long time and the people who have watched what I've done.
Well, I'm sure you've influenced, many, many people and people that you've worked with, too, now. Some of the younger comics or the performers.
They're contractually obligated to say I have influenced them.
They have to. It's mandatory.
They have to refer to me as legendary as often as possible.
Have you had any moments like that, though, where you're working on a project and you're going, okay, keep your cool. I'm performing with insert name here, but I got to be a pro.
I was on Will and Grace with when John Cleese was on, so that was for a sketch comic. That's working with God.
Yeah, you've got the Monty Python legendary right in front of you.
Yeah. So definitely tongue-tied around John Cleese.
Did you have a fanboy moment with him, or did you manage to keep the composure?
I did. No, I went up to him after the table read, and I just sort of said, Mr. Cleese, I just want to get this out of the way. I'm a huge fan, and I'm very excited to be working with you. And John Cleese turned to the assistant director and said, who is this? Do I have to be nice to him?
And now, Kids in the Hall aside, what show has had the most warped cast that you've worked with?
Aside from Kids in the Hall?
Yeah.
Well, the the news radio cast was pretty crazy. There was a pretty wild bunch of people on that show. We were all young and coming up in the ranks.
And what about the It's Always Sunny crew? I know you're on there for a couple episodes, but
oh yeah, those guys are great.
They strike me as off the wall.
They're great, and then they kind of remind me a lot of my Kids in the Hall days, where it was they run their own show, and they have complete freedom to do whatever they want to do, and it's a very specific and unique voice that they've got. So yeah, they're really fun to work with.
Now I'm going to look at this as the end of our table read here, and I'm going to have my fanboy moment with Dave Foley. One of my favorite characters you've ever done was the doctor on Scrubs when you would play opposite John McGinley. I think you guys had just some of the best chemistry, and for whatever reason, I know you have so many roles, but just the way you two interact, I just love it.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was fun to do. I had a really good time on that. Yeah. And yeah, it was a fun. It was a fun character to play.
Is John a hard ass in real life, a la Dr. Cox, or?
No, not that I'm aware of. He seemed pretty nice. He was nice to me anyway.
There you go.
I guess everyone said he's not a touchy-feely kind of guy, but he seemed perfectly nice and friendly to me. I kept hugging him. I didn't care what he wanted.
I'll never let go, John McGinley. I'll never let go. Well, Mr. Dave Foley, Dr. Ken, Friday nights on ABC. And again, thank you so much for just taking the time to call in and chat a little bit today with us.
Well, thanks for having me.
And you want to give us one more swear for the road? We can bleep that bad boy out?
Shitty piss. How's that?
It's fantastic. Thank you.